Hello and welcome to another episode of Borg Tries to Fix It. So I know I said we were going to be working on the Cutlass, but of course, as usual, I lied. Something else got in the way. So you saw this in the back of a previous video. This is a cheap Pontiac Solstice I picked up that needed a little bit of work. And since I got it, a new problem has arisen in that the timing chain needs to be replaced. Now, I would start it up and let you listen to it, but it makes the most god-awful rattle, and I don't want to start it up, have the chain skip a tooth, and then completely destroy the engine. So, just take my word for it, you start it up, it rattles, it sounds terrible. It does go away as it's running, as I think the oil gets in there and lubricates everything, but before we do some permanent damage to the engine, we're going to get in there, take it apart, change out the timing chain. You know, there's a lot of how-to videos on YouTube. I'm not going to make this a complete how-to, but, you know, you can watch me along, see what I do, see me take it all apart. While we're doing the timing chain, we're going to do the water pump. This has the most strange water pump setup ever in that it's driven by a chain inside the engine instead of a belt outside the engine. Kind of stupid if you ask me, but if we're going in there taking all this apart, we might as well do some preventative maintenance and change that water pump now so we don't have an issue down the road. Anyway, let's get started. We got this thing up on the ramps already. We're going to be taking off the hood, getting into that engine, so let's get at it. right, so we're gonna take you in here and show you what's going on. These is pieces of one of the guides that goes up in here that is completely destroyed because the bolt broke. Son of a bitch. New water pump is here. Sprockets are off here. Sprockets are off there. Timing chains are all off. Time to put everything back in. Okay, so forgot to film us putting the timing cover back on. Timing chains really tight now. We're good to go. New tensioners in. Now we got to put on the tensioners for the belts, put on the harmonic balancer here, and then start putting everything back in front of the engine. Okay, all put back together. Time to try and start it. That sounds awesome. Okay, that seems like a success. I probably have to do a couple more things while it's up on the lift, maybe flush the transmission, something like that. You don't need to see me do that. Maybe after I get it running, I'll take you for a little ride, hook up the GoPro and go for a ride in it. Anyway, we got a lot left to do on the Cutlass. I'll try and film any of the big things, and then every time I bring you back in, show you any of the little things I've done since the last video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.